Now, what are you laughing at?
Every time you talk, I laugh.
Now, for all you doubting Thomases, Sue and I have had to meet several times since we've been back. Now, we're meeting here today because I've invited her to come to the dog box I live in because the accountant wants to know just the costs of going up to far north Queensland for 6 months. She kept a running compendium of the costs and the fuel and I said, come over and go through the figures with me. So she's condescended to come from her palatial, magnificent townhouse, which is on the market. If you don't know that already, bargain of a lifetime. And she's come up here and we're going to go through the figures. And while that's the reason she's here, and we thought just to round off, because people have kept asking about the boat, and we're going to read out some comments, and this is a good opportunity to kill two birds with the one stone. Figures we're doing as soon as we've done this, and we thought that's why she's here.
And you're going to cook me some steak, are you? Or fish?
Well, I wasn't going to tell people that because they'll think that we're cohabiting.
Well, I'm not just coming over here for comments and doing work.
Yes, well, I am. I'm going to do that. I will do that, seeing as you've kindly said you'd come up and go through the figures. You go through the figures while I'm cooking whatever I'm cooking. So we've had, I can't tell you how many comments we've had about how great Sue looked at the Sports Australia Hall of Fame. And I can't read them out. In fact, it's actually maybe 6. Some of the stuff that people have said. I don't mind about what you say about me, but I've never seen so many. Anyhow, well done for all that. I'm not reading them out because that'll make seriously people puke. So these are just a very few. We have had literally hundreds and hundreds of people write and post stuff, and we appreciate it all. And I thought a good opportunity while Sue's visiting today, I will take a movie of her leaving the apartment when she's done the figures. People don't believe that she leaves the apartment. I can assure you she does. Davida.
David A.
David A. Oh, well, if it's David A, just write David and then a capital A. It's not David A.
That's his call
sign. Well, why did you put a capital A for that's another word? It looks like Davida. Davida 877. He wants to know about the hull damage, the props, and the update on repairs. We've had the insurance assessor there at Sandringham Marine, young Dean, not young.
And then we showed them all of what it was in the last video that we did. So we've shown them what the assessor did.
This is rounding off that video so that people they want to know what's happened. So the props are damaged, the hull is absolutely damaged, and it's in the hands of the insurance. I'll jump down to someone says, please rebuild angst. It's become almost folklore in Australia, the boat. So if the boat ceases to be repaired and we never sail it again. So someone has, I'll tell you, that's Steve. Will you read that out?
Steve Bulwaracolt.
Steve Bulwaracolt. I think if you've made that name up, well done. Steve Bulwaracolt, he said, you've got to rebuild angst. It's become almost Australian folklore. Well, we'd be very sad if angst doesn't make a reappearance on the water, but it will. Everything can be repaired.
So it's coming back. It's getting repaired in February, I believe. So we can limp it around a little bit, just a little bit while it's okay.
Did Dean say that?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear him say that, but that's encouraging.
Put him back in the water.
So that's where we're up to. There's fair bit of damage. When I'll say that I took it on the wrong, at Port Macquarie, I think it was.
Yeah.
Very nice place, Port Macquarie. That's when we were up there together on the boat.
The New South Wales Rescue.
Yeah, and then Ron
and Loretta Burrows.
They say, is that the original boat or is that another one? They think that the boat that they think, I don't know what that means.
Well, did you have this boat forever and a day, or have you only recently? Because you had another boat.
Oh,
which
I
was-
see. I did have another boat. It was called CC Rider, SEA Rider. Yeah. And the tender on the boat was Love Me. It was called Love Me Tender because Elvis Presley sang CC Rider. I did have another boat. It was the same size, but this is a different boat.
So you've had this one for
the
about
way I'm
3
going,
years.
I'm ploughing through boats if I keep putting them on the rocks. So this is the only two. I've only had 2 boats in my life. One of them Sue never saw. It was a CC Rider, same size, and this one it's called
Angst.
Angst. I named it Angst. No other boat in the world's called Angst, and what a fantastic name. Peter Richards.
Pete Richards. This is actually a positive thing for you. He was praising your operation. So when you drove it in to get it the slings,
Into the
how
sling,
tight it was,
yeah.
and he said he would trust you with his boat.
Good
So
on
if
you,
it
Pete.
was
Well,
a-
seeing as ours out of action, you've got a boat, have you? We might give you a call when the weather kicks in. So Mick
Mike.
Anderson,
Yep.
he said he can't believe we fill in a full day's work. What does that mean?
Well, the things that we get up to every day, I think he was just like, you're out and about all the time. But trust me, I can honestly say you don't see even half of what sometimes we do in a day because we don't like filming
Since
everything
we've
we do.
caught up, since you've been back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The day just goes on and on and on, and sometimes we're still going.
What time have you got to be home? How long can we do this?
Just a little bit longer.
How much did you write out? Did you
I've still
fill
got a
out?
couple of hours left in the bookwork,
All right.
and while you cook my dinner.
So Darren White says, Angst performed well in far north Queensland and return. We love the experience too. Dazza, thanks. There is that many people. It sounds like we're stroking ourselves or having a circle jerk. There's that many people that thought Sue was fantastic. Sue was fantastic at the sports thing and on the boat, and they loved the interaction.
But the far north Queensland is. We went on that holiday, but we shared it with other
Yes.
people, and they loved the experience too.
At DML, that's DML says, gotta love the pretend farewell. When I pretended to say, DML said he pretends. He thought that I was pretending to say farewell after the sports function. Sue dropped me off in the Uber to the dog box I live in, or the apartment tower, and then I filmed her walking out to the door. I don't know why she got to love that as a pretend farewell. That's
And you shook my hand.
well. I tell you, I'd give you a throbbing smacker on the lips if I could, but so far they've been off limits to me. I would.
A smash and pash.
Just a
peck.
just a peck, just a peck on the neck, a peck on the neck. Anyhow, so we shook hands and I said farewell, and she's off. Can't believe. And Greg Gorter said, your see you later almost had him convinced. When I said, well, I'll see you later, and you walked away. I don't know where you walked to, but he said you almost had him convinced that you filmed.
Walking away.
Yeah, I don't know why. This is.
Someone did say, what a rude gentleman that you are because you didn't walk me home. You just left me.
Well, I could have walked out to the Uber, which was immediately out the automatic doors. I filmed you going to the end of the lobby. What did you want me to go and open the Uber door? The bloke in the Uber opened the door for you. He recognised you. He said,
You couldn't wait to push the lift button to get away.
"Well, you walked out and got into the Uber. Or do you want me to stand there with a tear in my eye?"
Absolutely.
Well, all right. if that happens again, I'll do that. Bryce Dixon 542 said that he hopes they didn't do Welcome to Country at the Sports Australia Institute. What
Hall
is
of Fame.
Fucking
Sport Australia Hall of Fame.
Well, they sort of did a Welcome to Country, but well, look, I'm all for being not dividing everyone. We're all, but I'm just telling you, the Welcome to Country's a hoax. It's never been around for as long as people think it has. And that's why it's a try-on, and it's not a sincere thing. It's been bodged
We welcome
up.
everyone to our country.
Yeah, and it's been bodged up. It only just came to light in the mid-70s by Ernie Dingo. I don't know how many times I've got to say that. So we're just being played for nonsense. Which has nothing to do with being racist or anything. Racism is about hate. I don't hate anyone. Well, I hate plenty of people, but I don't hate the race of people that Welcome to Country is thrust on us. If you look it up, it's a hoax. So, a money-making hoax.
Thanks, Bryce. You just got him on a rant.
Because
Here we go, let's Steve.
at Steve Putland 4324. I'm just not buying. Sue walked out of the building.
Jeez.
Well, shit. How many? If Sue and I were an item, like if we're an item, I'd say, yeah, we're an item. We are an item, but we're not. All depends what you call an item. Steve Putland and Neville Apple, and I think Neville Apple, Neville from Apple. He likes to have a go at me. I like Neville having a go at me. What is she doing hanging out with you? He says.
That's a good point.
I agree, Nev. She's not hanging out with me. And if she was, I'd say, what are you doing with me? So good on you, Nev. Keep that up, right? Jim Kappa. Jim Kappa said, if you want to know how to do things, you fumble around trying to change clocks and set the washing machine and you don't know how to do it. He said, why don't you just YouTube it? He said, YouTube it, Jim says. He loves it. He said, but YouTube things if you want to know how to do it.
Or read the manual.
Well, that's on YouTube.
MTSE.
What?
MTSE.
MTE said he said the Lambo clock trying to change it. It's not easy, mate. There is buttons. There's 6 on one side and 6 on the other. It says car, info, radio,
Time.
tech. It doesn't say time. You press a thing and then up in the left-hand corner it comes up, change the clock or time. I didn't see that for a while because I was looking at all the other buttons. And then once you do it, it's reasonably straightforward. And he said he did like Sue chauffeuring me in the Lamborghini. Sue drives in fact, I'm going to cede it over to her. She drives it. I'd rather she drive me around in it. She looks pretty sharp. I tell you what I tell you what I do get a kick out of. When the Lamborghini, and this has nothing to do with me because I don't make them, but this Lamborghini, they look pretty sharp on the road. They're low, look like stealth bombers. And when people pull up at the lights and see Sue, a little blonde girl, driving the Lamborghini, does that get them excited? They think, look at that, that is just a very good look.
They just think you're a sugar daddy.
Yeah, a sugar daddy. What does that do? What does a sugar daddy do? Looks after young girls.
Yeah.
Well, how old are you? Well, unless you've been lying to me.
How old do you think?
Hey?
How old do you think?
Well, I know how old you are because it was your birthday. When we were away, it was her birthday, and I said, how old are you? And you told me. I don't know if you're true.
58.
No. Yeah, that's right. Can you be a sugar daddy? Well, I'm 80. Can you be a sugar daddy?
Yes.
Suppose you can. Anyhow, they like her driving the Lambo.
It's a good ride too, trust me.
So look, the reason this was just a bit of window dressing. The reason I'm with Sue is here. This is going to be added on to the stuff we haven't posted yet. It's about the boat. We've got stuff to post, haven't we?
Yeah, this goes on tomorrow.
All right. So what haven't we shown?
Hey, we've shown everything.
You said this goes on tomorrow. Have we showed everything that we've filmed so far?
We've got the update going on now, today, that we did yesterday.
That's what I'm asking you. What haven't we shown? What haven't we shown on the...
Everything. We're done.
So we've got nothing to show. So this is just a standalone thing.
Yes.
I thought this was going on you'd come over to go through the accounts and say, well, I'll give it to the accountant, and the accountant, Lisa is my accountant, she's a very, very good woman. She'll, Christ, I thought you were going to drink it. It's candle wax. It's an aromatic candle. I thought you were going to have a sip.
Trying to put some smell, a bit of smell in this house.
Fuck, I thought you were going to have started going delirious. So that's why we're together again today. There's nothing going on. This is a sort of business, this is. And we just thought we'd read out a few other things. And I can't tell you how many people thought Sue... Look, and they thought I was proud of it. Well, I was not proud of it. She spoke fantastic. We've done all that, and I can't tell you. We had hundreds of people.
We just love the comments, so keep them up.
We had hundreds of people, hundreds of comments saying about Sue.
And you.
No, not me.
And you.
Bloke said, look like I just. He said, you looked all right. You look like you just got out of bed. You had bed hair. That's because you cut it about 3 weeks ago.
Can I tell you, everywhere we go, whether it's a supermarket, anywhere, marinas, walking in the street, tyre places, they all go, love the videos.
No,
and
they do.
angst.
I know this sounds
off.
wanky. How wanky can you get? The amount of people that you just wouldn't. It's been
amazing.
Extraordinary.
So thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now, when am I seeing you again? I'm not. I'm going away for a couple of days. And,
Thank gosh.
Thank gosh. Thank gosh. Oh, thank fuck. So I'll see you
about
again.
a week off, I reckon.
Yeah, people want us to get together just to say that we're seeing each other just temporarily for some reason. We can make reasons up just to put them on the video. Yeah. But this will be it for a while, won't it?
No.
Yeah. Well, what's the next thing with it?
Whatever you're doing.
I'm telling you, if I have to go to a function, I grab Sue, and if she has to go to a function, she grabs me. Have we got any functions coming up?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll be back in some capacity. So that's it. All the best.
Button off.
Give us a kiss. Don't. No, all right. Well.
Yeah. Peck her on the cheek. Peck her on the cheek. Peck her.
No.
Peck her. Come on.
Hey, no, I'm not doing it. No, I'll shake your hand again. Here.
Oh, that'll do.